Yeah, we have videos on how we make these, call them cement skins. This gray cement will grab that extra space that's missing and turn it gray. So you will get a bit of gray showing through this. Okay, we're gonna finish doing the entire surface with this gray, Portland, type 10. It's very simple material. And these two colors will have quite a contrast because there's certain areas where the gray will show through and the white will show through, and the blue colors. Skins, it's cement fabric with cement, with colors, with a sealer. And we turn these cement fabrics into skins on fabric planters, be it inside a metal frame, be it by itself. There's many ways to use these skins as decoration. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a cube, an 8x8 cube. We're going to lay it out. We're going to cement the back of this to make it stronger, and we're going to cut the shape out to make it that the folds are remaining in place. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to start out in the center, and I'm going to mark my shape. This doesn't need to be cut. And always mark on the back, don't mark on the front, because you're going to see the marks. Okay, so I'm going to make a folding cube. And we're going to glue some wings on so that we can glue this together nicely. And this fabric, when you treat it correctly, it's like incredibly strong and it does incredibly well out in the weather. Like, we have planters with this skin on it, not even a sign of anything, no watermarks, no nothing. Just the sun will fade this. So you tend to make the colors a little bit darker here in Ecuador because of the power of the sun. There is an excuse to use this material as the wings, but the problem with that is it just gets too thick. It makes it really hard to fold. And then some of these are actual fold lines that we have to fold into place. Have a good pair of cutters. Scissors will go very dull cutting this material. These tin snips are incredibly strong. They'll cut this stuff like nothing. Now, what's nice about these fabrics, you can actually, instead of trying to freeform it, you can actually have a physical shape. I had a plastic container that was this size. I could just basically fold it over the plastic container. So you could use plywood, you could use many things to make the actual shape. Like if I had a plywood container like that, I could just glue these shapes onto the plywood. That's what I'm getting at. It's very flexible, this material. So now what we need to do is fold exactly on these lines to get our good crease mark. Okay, so the crease are in place. So basically you see what's going to happen here. We're making a planter cube, or it could be a pencil holder. It could be whatever you want to make out of these. The shapes are very, very flexible that way. And it's good to actually come back and fold it inside out, because what happens is you'll break. This is a bit plasticky, this surface, so you'll break the plastic pieces if you fold it all the way over. So by putting cement on here and letting it dry out, we're going to leave a little bit of a gap so we can fold it easily. But the cement will make this nice and strong. So this will stand upright, this will stand upright. But the little seam here is not going to be cemented. So we're going to get started laying this out. We're going to let it dry one night. This is actually cement fabric, so the cement fabric will grab the white Portland, very strongly. So there's no problem with this binding with the cement material. So we'll have a sheet of cement, a sheet of cement, a sheet of cement, a sheet of cement, and a sheet of cement that we can actually fold upright and keep it quite strong. Yeah, so we're going to lay out these squares to make a cube with the top missing as a planter or a container for your desk or whatever you want to use it. So I'm going to mark this shape out roughly. We're going to leave some wings for folding. It's a big cross. Okay. What I'm going to do is going to mark out this so we can see where we are at, roughly. Okay, I've got to cut this, and then we're going to glue this into place. And these are very important because we're going to leave these without cement, these areas. And we'll cement them later. So it's good to mark those. So this gets cement, but we're leaving a little alleyway there for it to fold nicely. So if you made these fabrics, let's say you made a 4x8 piece of this fabric by laminating cement fabric together and then cutting out the details to make shapes, to make planters, to decorate over rings. We made a video. It works super well. Just rolling this. When you roll this fabric, it's even the best because rolling has no corners, no edges. So you can roll these super easy. And make cylindrical planters. That's what I'm getting on about. Okay, so here we have our shape. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave this in place, and I'm going to do one square first to show you how I do it. So I'm going to come up to the edge and coat everywhere. Try to keep my plastic clean so it doesn't get on the front. And see here, I'm leaving a little slot for it to fold. And this cement and fabric will give this just a little bit more strength to stand upright. Okay, this guy gets glued in. There it is. Got a little bit overrun. You get rid of that. Okay. So now I'm going to put cement on this side to glue it in 100%. So it's cement to cement going right through the fabric because the fabric has those pores. And these are all our wings. We can fold them inward. We can do anything we want with those wings later on. Stay away a bit from the edge. So basically this fabric is exactly the same fabric as this. So it's going to stick really well to each other because they're not two different materials. Okay. Going to glue this guy in. I'm going to try to keep this nice and smooth because I'm tempted to put another piece of fabric on here just to make it super strong. Okay, let me do this middle before it gets too late. Leave the seams again. And if you face the work, it's a lot easier. See, when I'm facing this line, I can easily leave that gap because I can see it. Okay, fold this guy over. Work it in, work it in. Okay. Okay, we have all our wings in place to fold this. The only thing I would like to do a little bit extra is glue in some squares here. Yeah, we're going to glue in the 5 extra pieces just to get that extra strength. This would be 100% necessary if you're going really big, like I mean a planter that's bigger than 12 inches by 12 inches. You would definitely reinforce it with, 2, 3 extra layers of fabric just so that this is super strong. Okay, we're going to glue in these 5. Let me start in the center. There it is. And this idea of wet to wet, don't let this stuff dry out. Finish all your work before it goes dry. Get everything glued together. Wet on wet is the only way to get this material to be incredibly strong. Keeping the seam open, very important. I had it perfect. Okay, there it is, last one. And what this does, it actually makes the inside of the box or the planter very smooth. So if this is a pencil holder or whatever notes, it would be very, very smooth inside. Okay, we got to get this last piece in, and then we got to let this dry till tomorrow. And this will be incredibly strong. And we'll have a decorated square box with a finished skin on it. Yeah. So I have my box sides and I have my wings to glue everything together for tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow's another day. We've got to wait for this to dry. I'm going to try to do it on this side so you can see what I'm doing by folding this. I got to get all the fabric wet so it glues together nicely. Push this inside here. Okay.